Hey everyone, it is Miss Karen. We've been working on the letter U of all things. Getting near the end of our alphabet there. So like U is for like underwear, remembered? And being unhappy as well as umbrella. So umbrellas are good when it's like really rainy. We don't normally get a lot of rain in Nevada. Our afternoon rain, usually in end of July, August time. We get those monsoonal rains that come up. But we're going to make a really neat little umbrella from, there again, a paper plate. Something that probably everybody has in their house. I have some yarn. And you can use string. If you have some, I think everyone probably has some sort of string in their house. And you'll see, why as we go. Pipe cleaner. Okay, almost everyone has one of these. If you don't have a pipe cleaner, a popsicle will certainly work. I think probably everyone at some point has some popsicles floating around. It's getting that time where, the kiddos like popsicles. And I'm going to use colored pencils for this one. You can use crayons. You can use some paint. You can make this umbrella anything you want, color-wise. But for right now, we need it to be half a paper plate. And so we're going to fold it over in half, because that gives us roughly half. And we just kind of cut it here. Some good practicing using our scissors and coloring. Okay, so umbrellas, kind of like the shape, right? And the rain falls down on them. Okay, so we need to give our umbrella some color. Now, what I'm going to do with mine, and you can make your umbrella any color you want, any design that you want. If you want to make it all one color, by all means, go ahead. Sky's the limit. You can make it different colors. So as you're going to see here, hopefully. You see umbrellas. If you look at an umbrella, it's got these kind of lines in it. That's the folds where the material is sewn together, so that when it opens and shuts, it does so happily. Maybe one more. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some color in here. Like I said, if you want to do all one color, you can. If you want to draw like a pirate or a princess or a boat down in here, give it a little design, you certainly can. So let's see, blue, and we'll go red. And you can just kind of flatten it down over the little scalloped edge or the crust of the plate. It's kind of cool in the color that how the lines come up, huh? There's a name for that. I can't think what it is. It's really cool if you stick like a penny underneath a piece of paper, or a nickel or quarter, and you take your pencil and you scratch on top of the paper, which is on top of that penny. You'll get some really cool colors coming up on it. And I think we'll just stick to those colors. So we're using our primary colors here. Okay, so if you've been watching this, you've heard me talk about our primary colors a little bit. Primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. I need to sharpen my pencil here. I need to empty my box too. And from, whoops, pencil down, time out. Try again, broke my lead. From the colors red, yellow, and blue, we get all the other colors that are out there. I don't know, I think this is going to be difficult. I think I'm hitting a bad spot in my pencil. So like if you mix red and yellow together, if you watched the paper plate craft where we made a rainbow, I told you about some of the colors that are mixed together. So if you mix red and yellow of your primary colors together, you get orange. Okay. If you mix blue and red together, you get purple. Okay? So just don't, take my word at this. If you've got the little paints maybe that you dip the brush in the water and the color with, on a piece of paper, get some yellow and put it down there, and then rinse your brush off, and then swirl it in the red, and mix that red in with the yellow on that piece of paper. You're going to see a different color form. Now, what happens if you mix blue and yellow together? What color do you think you would get? See, if you watched the Rainbows paper plate craft, you would know. So what do you think? If you mixed blue and yellow, you would get green. Oh, Miss Karen, we're getting a lot of colors there. And how do you think you would get black? Well, black, you would just kind of mix all the colors together. And you get a black. And at some point in there of mixing those together, and maybe not so much blue and red and a little bit more yellow, you get a brown. Okay, so kind of interesting. From just 3 colors, you get all our other colors. Now, of course, white. Okay, white it's considered a non-color. So, I mean, obviously, if you have red, yellow, and blue, you can't make white out of it. So, white's a color, but it isn't really a color. It's not a color that is found in the rainbow. You often hear of white associated with light. Okay, so there's the makings of my umbrella. Okay, let me get my pencils put up here. Okay, so now the rain falls down the umbrella, right? Okay. So now we've got our blue yarn. You can use string. Blue is actually going to work nice for this. White would work nice. What we're going to do is kind of create the illusion of water running off our umbrella. So this would be a good time if you had some beads too to use them. So what I'm going to do is just kind of approximate. Back and forth, kind of get roughly the same length. And maybe about, 5, 6 of these. And you're going to cut them, and then I'll cut my little hoops at the top here. And my loops at the bottom here. Voila. And I just remembered something. I should probably have had a hole punch, but we can make do with that. Now, if you had some beads, and not everybody has beads, so I didn't bring beads out for this craft. But if you had beads, you could put a couple beads on here and then tie a knot to hold them. I am simply just going to tie a knot on the bottom. See, if I had a bead, I would thread it down, and that little knot would hold it. And then I'm going to tie another knot, here, there, because these are going to be like my raindrops that are flowing down. So then I could put another bead right there if I had beads. And I'll tie another little knot. Okay, so see I'm getting my knots here. So I think 3 is good on each one. So now I'm going to do that to each of my little strings, my pieces of yarn here. I'm going to try and make the bottom one kind of, a little more chunky. And see, make another knot. Like I said, we're putting these about in thirds on our string here. And these are going to simulate our little raindrops. Okay, so there's 1, there's 2 in here. I'll just kind of line them up so you get an idea where we're going here. So another little knot on the bottom. Oops, that one didn't hold. And then knot up there. You see, if you got some beads, you could slide some beads on this. That'll give it a little weight, give it a little color, little character. I like things that have some dimension to them and not just kind of like plain one color. I like things that have the texture and the color on them, the depth. So it's just not a piece of string, it's a piece of string with, you know, our knotted little raindrops, or our beads that are our raindrops. Oops, that one's a little close. Pull you up. Okay, and last one. So a knot at the bottom. And then up a little bit. And if I had to, I'd say probably about 2 to 3 inches. This is probably about a 12-inch string piece of yarn here. So anywhere like 9 to 12 inches would be fine. And then you can just kind of space out your little raindrops on here. And you could put more on here if you wanted. Okay. So, lacking my hole punch, which I forgot, I'm going to carefully use my scissors. You kids have somebody to help you. And I'm going to poke a hole, not in my fingers. So I need 1 hole, 2 holes, 3 holes. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strings. 4 holes. 5 holes. And oops, I need another hole. Kind of in the center there. Okay, so now I got my string. I'm going to kind of stick it through, and this might need to be a little creative. You can use the end of your scissors. Poke it down and through the hole again. Pull it through. Now you can tie it two different ways. You can put another knot in the back of it, which I think I'll do. Probably be the easiest way. Maybe a little double knot so it won't go through the little hole we made. Okay. So see, something like that. Okay. Or you could just tie it, you know, string to string. There. Okay, so let's finish getting our little drops of rain running off our umbrella. Just kind of using the scissors, poking them through. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and poke them all through. That way I can just flip it over and tie it all at once. That's just me. You can do one at a time and tie it. That way, you know, you don't have one back out on you. I've lost a string. There it is. A raindrop. I lost a raindrop, but I found it. And that one, and one more. So you can see how, you know, you can make any design here on your rainbow. I mean, you want to put a dinosaur on your rainbow, on your umbrella. I mean, you can put a dinosaur on here. You can make a princess on here. You can color a picture in a coloring book, and you can glue it on there. So, you know, maybe you have a Frozen coloring book, or a Thomas the Train coloring book. You know, you can find a picture in there that's, you know, be about the size of the plate that we're working with to make the umbrella part, and you could color that picture and you could glue it on. How cool would that be? Okay, so a couple different ways to do this. Let's see, this one. Okay, so again, I'm kind of doing like the 2-knot thing to make these a little bit bigger in the back. I'm just making a mass of a knot. I don't think that one worked. So that way it won't pull through. So you kind of pull that first knot right on top of the second knot. You bigger kids, you grown-ups, you know what I'm talking about. Just show the little ones how to, you know, tie a knot on top of a knot. They'll figure it out. This is all trial by error anyway. It's all part of learning and doing. Okay, so now we're just going to kind of pull these all to the end. Okay. Okay, now you notice I still have one more hole here. Okay, so that's our umbrella's going pretty good here. And you can see with some beads on it, that would be a whole lot cooler. But, Miss Karen, how do we hold our umbrella? Well, that's where the pipe cleaner comes in. Okay, so we're going to stick our pipe cleaner in through the middle hole. Boop. And you can fold this all the way down if you want. You can fold it over in the middle. You can leave it up the top. I'm going to kind of fold it like 3/4 way. Okay, just kind of twist it. Get it out of the way, Rain. Twist it a little bit on top of itself. Okay. So now, if you want at this point, you could give it the little curly cane, little cane thing. Okay, you could put a little bit of glue on here if you wanted it to be a little more rigid, so you could actually hold it up there. See, look, I pinched it enough. Okay, so there is our little umbrella. U is for umbrella. We have our little rain flowing down. Again, another paper plate craft, really easy. You know me, easy peasy. I like easy. Less is more. So hopefully, you know, you can go and have some fun doing this. And hopefully with all this weather coming in, because I'm doing this on a day, one of many days where the wind has just seemed to blow non-stop for like 4 days now. Hopefully, we'll be getting some rain here. Because, you know, April showers bring May flowers. We didn't get any rain in April, at least none that at my house. So we need some rain so those flowers in our gardens will do good. Okay, so here you go, there's your umbrella. Go have fun with that. I'm going to go get me a snack, and then I think I'll come back and I'll work on another letter of the day.